Hey there my bumbahoot and titty knuckles. It's your boy Skinny Penis here, back again with my first video on discussing and thoughts on a BTD Battles update, and this relies on the new 4.9 sneak peek Ninja Kiwi brought us. All I can say is let's hope these changes are really appreciable and good. I will use BTD 5 on the right side to give you a little showcase on the towers that'll receive balances, so that you won't stay bored just watching plain text. Let's get into the changes. First tower on the line is your favorite pre 4.1 tower, the Bloon chipper. This change will make the 4.0 upgrade cheaper, costing 5,500 cash instead of 7,000. Since NK had nerfed the chipper to no longer affect OMGs neither side, this upgrade seemed to be very overpriced and useless, now that it isn't as powerful as it used to be. The cost reducement will make one big change in the so-known apprentice farm chipper strategy, as it will take less farm sellings to get the defense needed for the round 18 mobs, keeping your farming more intact and ready to punish your opponent, as long as you have great defense using the apprentices and the luck of the RNG 4th tower. Overall, I see this change being a decent choice of #make the Bloon chipper great again, as many chipper fans name it, of course not offending any of the aforementioned club members, blobwink. Next up we have the Monkey Engineer. As they stated, it being a really solid tower, of course being seen in some strategies involving using the Bloon trap to benefit of the neutral and opponent Bloon sends. The Engineer has received tiny cost changes, namely reducing the base cost by 50 cash and dropping the overclock cost even more. About what they stated of the overclock being less powerful than it is in BTD 5 for the same cost, I will say it is a wrong statement. The overclock ability was always powerful since its release in BTD 5 Deluxe. The only problem was that it was very overpriced to only boost one tower at a time. And do not pull an SJB saying, and I now quote an off-topic warning, that triple overclocking was always the most powerful shit in the world. I guarantee you this mother clocking myth was busted since the very release of Deluxe. Not to be rude or something, but Chris had been blind the past 5 years since Deluxe has shown light with its fresh content. I have been watching his video about this triple overclock shenanigan, and I think people have been frauded with this bait, since NK wasn't that dumb in the head to make overclock stacking, of course this being way before the accidental call to arms stacking in TD5 mobile, then rediscovered in battles in 2017. Now backing off from the off topic, the concept of overclock being cheaper in battles is a balanced move, since, if you think about it, you could stop the semi-cell end well using the overclock on a 4-2 bomb shooter no problem. If you don't have the boost in time, then flop your opponent back without worries, kappa. But what ticks me off is that the overclock card in card battles is still based of an older overclock cost, and I request that card should cost like 7,000 cash, because all I see is Tortellini flying in Sam's head preparing a monologue announcing more info on BTD 6, no offense. The third tower we see balancing is the sniper. Minor changes overall, but I might remind you that before the sniper was hella buffed in other updates. Let me remind you that the 2-1 sniper card solely costed 1,400 cash and was a cheap way to defend the likes of leads and zebras. Back to the changes, they're minor and will probably make people use the sniper more often due to the defensive capabilities of a single 2-3 against many high-ranked normal Bloons, as well as having great DPS regarding mob poppage. Next is the Ninja. Again, minor change, but also surprisingly one change I have suggested. Cough-a-dee cough. The Bloon Jitsu Master is a really powerful upgrade, popping up to 20 Bloons per throws, 4 per shuriken thrown, but does struggle against Gropud Bloons without some support from mortar or glue. Now that I see this change possible, this reminds me of the time in Bloons Monkey City Flash. The Bloon Jitsu upgrade indeed costed 3,000 cash without monkey knowledge, so people who played BMC have no problem with this change whatsoever. Cough Chris cough. And I'd like to see when this change appears, some noob would sell defense just to get the Bloon Jitsu up, but seeing they were 1 cash off clutch away from the upgrade and instantly regretting life, lol. The Glue Gunner. Tyler's favorite meme and savior of randomness, great defense and as well a regen farm maker, getting buffed once again. Funny seeing how it costs 25 more than a dart monkey, as well as seeing such buff to the Bloon dissolver. Funny thing is that these changes won't affect the Stra cards mod much, since every glue card there is fairly balanced and ready to do some good cleanup on aisle 13. Now back from this random discussion, these changes will make some strategies much cheaper if you happen to use glue on a strategy of yours, or by randomly having it as your bonus. This fella will really get you out of a sticky situation when needed. Ahoy, matey. Ready to see me get nerfed and buffed? The Bucks grape shot gets slightly nerfed because it was valuable defense, but I guarantee it will make some changes around when you decide to get defense. On the other hand, the aircraft carrier gets reduced in cost again, seeing how weak it is in some situations, but with some good support you will get the most desired treasure in the world, the yellow stadium wins from noobs. JK, but still, this change will probably use some love for the mini ace launchers. Grape spam will be less powerful though, as you have to spend an extra 50 cash for each Buccaneer to get the well desired defense. You've heard of Elf on the Shelf, now get ready for not doing a frown while using Monkey Town. This change will make village strategies like Heli Ice Village more useful, since you'll get the Monkey Town for 30% cheaper its BTD 5 cost. Also hearing of somebody trying to see how towns will do when their effect gets stacked. I think you have a shell for brains always seeking pizza. The village will always have a cheaper way to get the high energy beacon as well for the guaranteed victory in battles. Next up is about my favorite tower, the boomerang monkey. I honestly agree with this change, since the turbocharge had been seen having popularity in strategies since 4.1 gave him camo detection. A 20% decrease is a nice way balancing the power of the force, as well as making Boltrix much angrier when he'll face somebody with a great sense of using boomers effectively, and sparing some change for later hard rushes, and Boltic uses them for hacking. Honestly, all what Boltrix dreams of at night is a fantasy orgy between him and the good old dart farm ace strategy, and ending it up in a wave of censored because you're literally writing a robo script for a kid audience. What the fuck is wrong with you, David? All you had to do is say that the way turbocharge will still have a use in matches, but will be 20% weaker cause of the ability effect reduced. Last tower to discuss as seen in the NK post, the bomb shooter, and this one also comes with a tragic story from the past. You see, the Moab assassin was always a fraud description wise, since it says it would deal 1000 damage to Moab class Bloons, but instead dealt 25 to 30% less damage than it officially said. And this thing has been nerving for the last 6 years of BTD 5's existence. Now finally we see NK doing the change it should been done ages ago. The assassin pulls a ground zero, and will now correctly deal 1000 damage to blimps. The assassin will still insta-kill BFBs, but it won't mean it will also kill the Moabs. The main ability effect is still the same, just the damage is a bit increased, as they said, to help make it more valuable and effective when defending those early Moab rushes. And that's all I have to say about the upcoming 4.9 Balak changes that'll come to BTD Battles as soon as the moon from yesterday. Thanks for watching, guys and gals. If you'd like to say your own thoughts about some or all towers changed in the upcoming update, feel free to comment below. Also, comment below what has been missing to mention from this update. Winner who comments first will have a special shout out and a future card idea to be released in the extra cards mod coming soon. Now to end it all, thanks again for watching, and until next time, peace.